the other matches in our lineup. Next, we got Dragon versus Danny. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, I want to watch that immediately. So maybe let's go for that game because, yeah, DragOn is he the best Protoss player from North America?
I got in trouble last time you asked me something.
Oh,
like
okay,
this.
so let's
asked me who's the best Zerg. So I'm gonna say he could be.
He's one of the best. Yeah.
Yes, one of the best.
Okay, so yeah, because yeah, some players might feel like offended by saying that. Yeah, you are right. These questions are tricky, so I will take care of like. He's top 5 Protoss from North America, and now DragOn wants to kill me. Top 5, I'm top 1, bro.
Yeah, Dragon's really good. When I play him on ladder, he's so hard to beat. And I played him in a show match in the summer, and I'm pretty sure he practiced a lot for that because when I was playing him, I was like, damn, like you could just tell he was like really on top of his game. So I'm a big Dragon fan. He's very good. As far as being the best, you know, people would argue maybe TT1's the best or a couple other players, but he's definitely one of the best Protoss players.
And in the world, in the whole foreigner scene, right?
Yeah, for sure. He's up there.
Yeah.
How far did he get in BSL? He got pretty far. I think he was one of the... He did go pretty far, I'm pretty sure, right?
Let's see. Where did he...
I think he did.
Yeah, he advances from the Swiss stage, and he lost in the group stage against Dewalt and Kare. So yeah, but he was top 16, so it's like even top 12 probably because he had third spots in the group. So and he had Dewalt in his group, so it was like pretty hard to fight against DeWalt because DeWalt is in excellent form right now, I believe.
Yeah, DeWalt's nuts.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, because I want to go and watch that game. It's
okay,
Dandy versus DragOn, and we were speaking about Dandy like in the last game, and you said that you played against him and he's on point every time, and I want to see what DragOn prepared for us to like show. What he can bring and how he can like destroy Dandy. This is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, Medusa is a pretty good Protoss map. You know, this is a very old map. I remember playing it. A lot of cheese on here. You can actually glitch workers through the minerals in that destructible building. So a lot of cheese potential here. Don't know what Dragon will do. He doesn't appear to be a cheesy player to me.
Yeah.
But you never know. He could definitely do something like that. And, you know, Dandy's a good player. He might have to pull something like that out to beat him.
Yeah, and I mean, do you often see like killing that? Because maybe I will show the map to people who don't know it. There are Protoss temples to kill if you want to go into the base of the into the main base of your opponent, but you have to kill like 10 Templars, 10 temples.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not worth it if you're gonna kill it. But what you can do is you can stack 2 probes on top of each other and then hit stop on one of them, and they might glitch through the buildings and get on top of the ramp, and then you can, you know, cannon rush. Or you can rally zealots. I think you can also pylon jump, but don't quote me on that because I haven't seen this map in such a long time.
I think you can, but I can't do it. It's so hard to do it. I mean, it's possible to like glitch the vulture even through that temple because I saw it, but I don't know how to do like I can do with the pro, but I don't know how to do it with the vulture.
Yeah, it's difficult to do all those moves, but we're not going to see any cheese play from Dragon. It's going to be a 12 Nexus. And I like this play. On top of it, he's taking the Nexus in the front. And personally, I like this move because now, sure, Terran knows that it's a 12 Nexus, but he's not going to... If you took the back base, all really Terran has to do is just constantly scout your front, and then they'll know when you double expand. Whereas, to see if you took the back base, they're going to have to scan... How else are they going to scout it?
Yeah, I never thought about it. Yeah, that's also like one of the points why it's worthy to take your one of the like base closer to your opponent, closer to the entrance. And Dandy, I guess Dandy is also going for fast expansion because he's not building Raffinery.
Yeah, it's going to be a gasless expand build. That's pretty much just the standard these days. And I think it's a good choice. He's going to get to his natural fast. Medusa has the mineral behind his base. He'll be able to take that almost instantly. And 3-base Terran is very strong. But Medusa does not have a gas at that mineral only behind your main. So it's not like Terran will be on 3 gas. It's going to be difficult for him to get a 4th base and get that 3rd gas.
But he's going for some kind of all-in, but it will be scouted by the probe of DragOn, so he should be prepared, and he immediately added one more gateway.
Yeah, Dragon reacting perfectly so far. Where is his Zealot though? Okay, there's his Zealot finally getting started. But there's nothing here right now, and really he needs this Zealot because you can't... He only pulled 4 probes. How's this possibly going to work?
Yeah.
There's the just Dragon I think is underreacting to this. Sure, he got the SCV, but there's more SCVs to come. The Zealot is just now gonna pop out, but this bunker is gonna be completed for sure.
Yeah, and with the Zealot without the Dragon Speed, it will be almost impossible to kill this bunker, so this Nexus should fall.
Oh, look, it caught the Zealot. It's gonna get
Oh my god,
killed.
Dandy, you are so good.
What a sicko! Okay, so this Nexus is insta-dead. He lost a couple probes, so the probes aren't even mining. So what does Dragon do from here? This is a terrible position on top of it. Dandy's already sending his SCPs back.
I was so sure that this game will be normal, that Dandy will go for the expansion, and it worked. This rush worked. I didn't expect that it will be... It looked so easy, but I believe it isn't. You can tell me as a Terran player, it isn't easy to do it.
It's not easy. Every time I watch Flash pull SCVs, he also makes it easy, makes it look easy. But when I pull it, somehow these Zealots just instantly kill my Marines, and all I have left is maybe 6, 7 SCVs. I'm like, okay, now I remember why I don't do this. Because if you don't have good SCV and Marine control, you can actually lose them pretty fast. I think Dragon just really underreacted to it. 4 probes, that's not enough.
Yeah, 4 probes. Maybe he didn't want to destroy his economy in case if he lost it, but there is Templar Archives already from DragOn, and I don't know if Dandy will be prepared for that, because this is very fast. These are very fast Dark Templars.
Yeah, I actually think Dragon's follow-up right here is pretty smart. He's denied vision from the SCV, like he can't scout the main. But at the same time, remember Dragon did scout, he saw no gas in the main, and usually when you see no gas in the main, that's just to be gasless command center, which means they're going to be rushing their siege tank. You know, the mines are going to be delayed, but actually, I don't know what Dandy did, but his factory was actually almost done when he built his command center. So now, well, he's going into siege mode, but there could have been a potential 4 mines from Dandy, but he's not going for that. He is just going for the eBay, and it's actually going to be perfect. A perfect counter to what Dragon's doing.
Yeah, if he will have like 2 tanks and 4 Marines, he should be able to kill 2 Dark Templars really easy. Oh, there will be even a bunker, so if he'll make a turret, it should be the game over, or maybe a like huge advantage for our Terran player.
Yeah, this is like almost unrecoverable for Protoss, especially versus a player of this caliber from Dandy. Like, he's got an SCV going into the back of his base. I think he's just... I don't know what that SCV is for, but maybe potentially scouting for a DT drop or a Reaver drop or something hidden up top of his base. So I like this play, but I think this is going to be another command center. And 3-base Terran versus Protoss, who really has nothing right now. We have 2 Dragoons and two DTs. Oh my god. Dandy's econ is just going to go absolutely bananas.
Yeah, he's already mining from 2 bases. Dragon took the mineral only, but there are only 5 mineral fields.
Is he running by?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. And there is no academy, so there is no scan.
Oh my gosh, he somehow got by, but is this turret going to get up? I actually think this turret might also get denied.
Yeah, it will be denied probably. Oh, yeah, he killed him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but this one turret on the left will finish.
Yeah, but... Okay, the DT is on a great side for him because get that turret.
One shot. He lived.
Oh no, the DT's gonna die. No.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, the DT was on a good side. Look at all the depots were on the right side. He could just stay on the other side of the depots, potentially kill a couple of them, or at least deal damage, just be super annoying. But now the DT's dead. Now Dandy can just go do whatever he wants. He's taking his third base. He's really macroing up. Oh man, that was a good run by from DragOn, but you really need to keep that one DT alive. But like you said, no Academy for Dandy. Okay, now it's finished.
No, just
actually thought he was gonna throw.
Yeah, this DT had some time to deal more damage, at least to kill like 2 supply depots. It would be always something. Because DragOn wants to play a longer game right now. He's already mining from his mineral only. He have pretty healthy amount of probes in his main base, so when the Nexus of the Natural will be done, he will have probes to send and saturate this base. So there is still a shot for DragOn. It's like Dandy have huge advantage because he's mining from this Natural much longer and he already adding more factories.
Yeah, and DragOn just going into that Arbiter play, we see the Stargate going down. I was gonna say that. I feel like DragOn took so much damage in the early game, he's really got to go for some sort of 2-base Arbiter play. I know that we do have another Nexus down here, so it is technically a 3-base Arbiter. But yeah, I like the follow-up from DragOn. It's going to be so tough for him because the Arbiter is so late. We already have 4 factories going down for Dandy. And I think he's probably just going to go at maybe 130 or so. He knows he's so far ahead that
you don't even have to go for another gas expansion. You can just make 6 factories and go and kill the Protoss right now, right?
Yeah, and he knows that DTs are not cheap. Nexus is not cheap, and then you didn't even get to mine it. And now I heard a scan go off. I don't know if he saw the main, but look, we have a robotics, we have an observatory. All of this stuff is very expensive for Protoss, and you're going for a 3rd Nexus, and you're trying to rush Arbiters. If I'm Dandy, maybe right when +1 kicks in, just go, because DragOn's army is going to be so tiny that he should absolutely just smash DragOn.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. I think Dandy should do it, but because he's a very good player, but also, yeah, he's having like 7 tanks, so it's 7 tanks against like 8 Dragoons, so it's almost 1 tank for 1 Dragoon. So and he's having like, I believe, better economy than DragOn, or at least the same. So it's always good for a Terran when you have same amount of base as Protoss.
Yeah, his econ's absolutely crazy. He's actually got basically perfect FCDs at all of his bases. I'm looking at the back base. He only has 8 there, but there's only 5 mineral pitches. So it's actually really great saturation. The main has great saturation. Everything going well for Dandy. But if he lets DragOn build up to this Arbiter, let this Arbiter get stasis, DragOn could have a good fight and get back into this game. But I have a feeling that any moment now, it's go time for Dandy.
And I really like that he's adding factories before the fight, because now he will be able, if he will lose some units, he will be able to rebuild them so quickly that I don't think DragOn macro will keep up on that.
Yeah, and also this is really nice from Dandy. He had 1 DT sitting right outside the main, just trying to force out as many scans as possible. Because if Dandy uses all his scans and then boom, an Arbiter comes out, and you don't have scan, you're just literally just going to lose your whole army. But at the same time, Dandy has 3 command centers. He's saving scans, so I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, definitely. And look, as you said, this army of a Protoss is so tiny that I don't know how he could do anything with it. Maybe with a great Zealot bombs on top of the tanks, and maybe some mine drags. I don't know. But Dandy already setting himself in an excellent position, and he will be able to kill these temples and go and take DragOn from behind.
Oh, the Zealot bomb! Zealot bomb! Oh, huge hit!
Beautiful. Nicely done.
Yeah, DragOn's going in, but there's so many tanks left over. It's just not... Oh! Yeah, there's just not enough from DragOn. He's just... all those buildings that he had to build, Arbiter, Robo, Observatory, all that stuff is just so far behind. Just now his gateways are completing. If Dandy attacked maybe a minute later, this would be a completely different game, because look, we got the Arbiter out already, and DragOn's just now getting onto his 10-gate production.
Yeah, it would be totally different, and I felt like DragOn did what he could with this small army, but he just didn't have enough units to fight against this huge army of veteran and very well positioned. Oh, well.
Yeah, and it's going to be so difficult now. Mines are out on the map. Actually, buildable terrain on Medusa. I forgot that you could actually build that far out. How can Dragon possibly attack into this? His entire army is almost Dragoons, and there's more tanks than there are Dragoons.
And the disposition of these tanks is perfect, and he can even kill the gateways.
Yeah, on top of it, you know, Dandy can just move all those tanks around, snipe this mineral-only base, and then it'll be 2 base versus 3 base. Not looking good for Dragon. He's trying to pick off mines, trying to create an opening so his units can actually attack into it. But I don't think that's going to happen. Look at Dan, he's already on top of the mineral only at the back. But actually, there's not a lot of support here. No vision either. This Arbiter could clean up these tanks easily.
Yeah, but it will take some time for Arbiter. But maybe Arbiter with 3 Zealots can like run on top of these tanks and they will not notice that this Dragoons died in the middle.
Yeah, I think while that middle attack was going, he should have taken out these tanks, because now, like you said, Dandy's going to see it coming. Instant scan, but he's actually not killing very much now. But now vultures are here. Tanks are going down. So many zealots. So Dragon will stop this attack, but that's not the threat. The threat is all that stuff in the middle. But Dragon is banking energy on his Arbiter. Now it does have stasis potential.
Ooh. Pretty nice mines. And then he's taking the 12 o'clock or like 1 o'clock base.
Yeah, I think that's where he should go. He's going to be constantly attacking top left. And if you can attack and defend at the same time, that's exactly what you want to do as Terran. On top of it, there's buildable terrain here. You can spam turrets here. You can easily defend it. And yeah, here comes Dandy. He's pushing in. Does he know about top right? If he does, that base is instantly dead.
Yeah, he can go and kill it very easily, but he can also go and kill natural. There is nothing over there to defend. There is a lot of units in mineral only, but the army of DragOn is split terribly, and I don't see that work very well.
Yeah, Dragon coming in with his army right now, but the tanks are... Look at that little poke that all bunching up on. Dragon's just getting absolutely slaughtered here. Arbiter, it has stasis, I think. He's not using it.
Oh, stasis, the tanks, there is... Oh, very nice stasis. Oh, it might be enough. There are some units from the gateways.
Massive stasis. He needed that a little bit earlier, though. Imagine if that had happened immediately. Dragon looks like he's gonna bust through.
Yeah. It looks like he will defend it, but somehow Dandy is still having like 30 limit advantage, but...
Whoa. Production from Dandy, absolutely incredible. This is what I was talking about. Dandy's movement is actually insane. You talked about it. He forced Dragon's units all the way up on that back ramp, and then he attacked the natural, and Dragon was way out of position. Now all these tanks are going to come out of stasis, and Dragon has nothing. Yeah, there's GG.
GG. Very nicely done. Very good game. The SCV pool was impressive from my perspective.
Yeah, I can't believe that small SCV Marine attack just did so much damage to Dragon. Just kind of an underreaction from him. Put him behind the whole game. Unfortunate for him, but he actually almost busted out right there. If he had a stasis a little earlier, that fight could have definitely gone a bit differently.
Yeah, that was something from Dandy to show. But I think DragOn, like, despite being in such a bad position from the beginning, he bring us some really nice games. So I really like that he didn't give up after losing that Nexus and after like failing with the DT rush, and still was able to show us pretty good game with Arbiters and Stasis and almost killing the main army.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked Dragon had so much stuff, because just like I was talking about, it's so expensive to get all those buildings that Dragon had that I thought he was just going to have nothing, and I expected Dandy to steamroll him, but he put up a good fight. He just needed a little bit more time in that stasis, like I said. That was an amazing stasis, but just a little too late.
Yeah, and he had energy for it. Maybe the upgrade wasn't ready.
Yeah, it's possible. I didn't check the Arbiter Tribunal, but he had 160, 170 energy. I was waiting for it the whole time, and yeah, just a little too slow.
I think I have to close my chat and Google Chrome because it's like wasting a lot of energy. So I hope Mr. Han and Hatchet will take care of chat being happy. Okay, I think we can go with the...
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go to the game number 2 between DragOn and Dandy.
Yeah, it's going to be Polaris Rhapsody. I personally hate this map when playing versus Protoss. It's, you know, you get 2 base, it's got gas, but then after that S-Terran, both of the third bases, they don't have gas. You really don't want to bank a ton of minerals. As a Terran player, you really need that third gas, just like Zerg needs a third gas. So it's going to be difficult for Terran. There's no shock to me that DragOn picked this map. I think this is probably the best Protoss versus Terran map in the map pool. You can go carriers, you can go arbors. It's just really a great map for this matchup.
Oh, I never looked at that this way. So this map is giving an advantage for the Protoss player. I didn't know about it. In PvT, you mean?
Yeah, that's my opinion. I know that in KSL, you know, last went the whole way, light went really deep, sharp went really deep. So they did have to play on this, but almost all the games that I saw, they were doing 5 factory builds. They were doing starport pressure into 5 factory. They were doing a lot of pressure builds. And I think that's how you have to play it because, like I said, you're literally just going to be gas starved for Terran for so long that you do not want to let Protoss get up to critical mass carriers. It's so hard to engage on here. There's a lot of bridges, a lot of ramps, a lot of ledges. It's very difficult to fight Protoss on here.
Oh, yeah. So I never thought about it from this perspective, but if you are saying that Terrans are usually going for a little bit more like aggressive openings over here, that means that they are not feeling comfortable to play a normal longer game over on this map. So and Dandy is checking for the double gateway, I believe.
Yeah, this is also a common map for proxy gates. Sometimes Protoss players even do it in your main. If I was a Protoss player, I probably would not do it because of, like I said, just the mid-late game is so good for Protoss. I don't even feel like you need to risk going for proxy gate, but it is a common strategy on here. And DragOn, he's not going for proxy gate. He is just playing pretty standard. We'll have to see if he's going to build zealots. But yeah, everything's standard so far. And Dandy, unlike last game, he's going for the 12 gas. It's not going to be a gasless build.
Yeah, so pretty normal openings from both players. I don't know what to expect from now on, but yeah, as you said, you drops from the Terran. I think this is pretty good map to do it because there is this area on top of the natural where you can drop some vultures and it's pretty hard to cover all this area from Protoss or from Terran perspective if Protoss would go for a shuttle drop.
Yeah, and just as you said that, we have DragOn. He's putting his pylon in that droppable position. If Dandy goes for a drop, he'll instantly see it. Very smartly placed pylon. I actually don't see a lot of drops from Protoss on here, but Terran definitely does a lot of drops. It's a great spot to set up not just a vulture drop, but you can put a tank drop there and then just 2 vultures, lay a minefield, and it shuts down the natural for quite a long time.
Yeah, and even two tank shots can kill a lot of props, so there is a lot of opportunities, and even if this map is giving some advantage to a Protoss, I think that Terran can still do something incredible here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We have Dandy. He's just building his factory right now. Gonna try and count how many Dragoons DragOn will build before he takes his Nexus. If he goes for just 1, which it looks like he might be doing right now, he's banking a lot of minerals. Okay, it's gonna be simply just a one Dragoon expand. Oh, wow, this Zealot. I didn't even see the Zealot, but it is into the main of Dandy, and actually there's not a Sim City here. He could potentially lose his Marine. Oh, it's down.
Oh, very nice pressure from the Zealot.
Yeah, got 1 kill. All it has to do is be annoying, and you notice that Dandy... Oh, this is gonna go down. Oh, it's so close. But look at this Sim City from Dandy. Marines just flowing back and forth between the refinery and racks. Very nice micro right here. I think DragOn should just leave. Just leave. Save the Zealot. Okay, it does go down, but Dandy did not want to build those Marines. If Terran can skimp out on Marines, they would prefer that unless they're going for, you know, a FD push or some sort of timing. But Dandy's not going for that. He would have been fine with just powering really hard, possibly getting up a faster second factory. So even though the Zealot only killed one Marine, it did force out a couple more Marines and even out another one.
Yeah, and I thought that the Dandy was punished for not putting the supply depot on the right side of the barracks, but there is the same effect between the refinery and barracks. Marine can get through, but Zealot can't, right? On this position.
Yeah, it looks like it can't. I actually didn't even know about this wall, so I'll be stealing this later on when I play Polaris. Very slick placement from Dandy. But meanwhile, we do have DragOn. He's going into robotics. Everything is just standard so far from DragOn. We'll have to see if he's going Reavers. Reavers have come back lately in the past few weeks. A lot of people are going for quick Reaver drop or mass shuttle bombs. Have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, and I even saw that Protoss players are used to do like 2 shuttle drops or 3 shuttle drops these days, and maybe this is because like Terrans are very turtle up lately. And it's pretty hard to do anything with 1 shuttle, but if you have 3, you can even ignore the turret and go for the main.
Yeah, Terrans power really hard. They rush their upgrades. They stay on 1 factor, 2 factor for a long time. If you can get Zealots on top of the tanks, you can bust Terran because their unit count is just so low in the early game. And like we were talking about earlier, Terran really does play high pressure builds on this map. And we have Dandy. He's got his starport in the back. And he will be looking to do some drops. And DragOn, there's the support bay. I see it in the back. We will have some Reaver play. So both players going for some drop play.
So, yeah, let's see who will win this position. I look at that. He's even hiding the shuttle on top of the support bay in case of this. In case of the scan from Dandy.
Yeah, this is actually pretty genius. If you ever scan the main and you see the shuttle, you know it's Reaver, right? So very nice, but at the same time, the tech is in a common position for the second scan, but Dandy doesn't even have a scan, so he has no clue that it's coming. I'm trying to check. We don't even have an academy built. We don't even have an armory built. So he's playing it pretty blind right now. He doesn't even know this Reaver is coming, and if you knew a Reaver was coming, you would build a Wraith because really that's your only counter to the Reaver. Unless you're going to build, 10 turrets, of course.
Yeah, that's true. And Wraith can like easily punish, and he can even build it after seeing the shuttle if it will be too annoying. And DragOn is mining from 2 assimilators. He's already making Citadel of Adun, so I believe it will be very fast arbiters.
Yeah, and look at this probe that was just in a literal perfect position. He saw the drop coming in. DragOn instantly responding to this drop, moving his Dragoons into position. Perfect play from DragOn, and now I'm watching this counter drop from DragOn. Dandy doesn't know anything about it. On top of it, he's dropping at the same time. He may not even see it. Oh, instant reaction from him. I take that back.
Yeah, he escaped with every FCV, but now the Reaver will be even in better position.
No tanks here.
And now perfect bomb. No, it will not explode.
Oh, there's no tanks here either.
This sky-up shots.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Actually perfect defense from Danny. I was so worried from him because he was dropping at the same time, and a lot of times stuff like that you miss out on. If that Reaver had gotten in the main and dropped, he could have potentially wiped out the SCV line, but Dandy, he's too good for that. How many SCVs did he lose there? Maybe like 1 or 2? Just absolutely incredible defense from him.
Yeah, he lost some of mining time, but what is it compared to losing like 10 SCVs, which he should lost probably, if that Skyup wouldn't mess up. So that was... Oh, the right is killing the shuttle.
Oh, what a hit.
7 HP. And now they even can defend like 3rd base probably pretty easily.
Yeah, but Dandy is going up into that 5 factory play that I was talking about. I'm still favoring Dragon's position because Reavers are really good at shutting down timings from... Oh, wow, we got DTs even. So this is dirty. Reaver drop and DT drop. And he's following up into the Arbiter Tribunal. I'm really liking Dragon's position. By the time Terran attacks, the Arbiter will probably be done. Maybe he doesn't have stasis, but...
Go, nah.
Reaver, Arbiter versus the timing, that's like the Protoss dream.
Oh, Shamtu, thank you for 1,000 bits. Go North America, Shamtu said. So go North America.
Yes, go North America. I believe.
And if Dandy will lose both of the scans, this drop might be genius, but he's not like looking like he wants to scan both of the scans to the main. And now, but maybe with this shuttle? Where is the right? Oh, okay, right is immediately going for that.
Yeah, DT is dealing a little bit of damage to the SD line.
These DTs are much better than I expected they will be.
Yeah, I actually just thought they were going to insta-die, but he made him blow all the... Oh, is it going to live?
Another... No scans. So... No, don't go into the turret range! Oh my god, it's all for nothing now. It was so close. This is the second game where DragOn is doing that.
Yeah, but Dandy's doing a counter drop of his own, and there's Volt. They have mines. All of Dragon's units are out of position. No cannons.
Yeah.
Deal so much damage. Where's the Observer? Okay, the Observer is there, but this is a little bit better of a drop. Killing a lot of probes, force out a cannon even.
Definitely much better.
Commitment. It was just minerals for him. Meanwhile, Dandy on top of his macro, he's getting big. Okay, got a little bit supply blocked here, but I expect him to attack pretty soon here. But at the same time, Arbiter is almost done, and that's going to be so hard for Dandy to deal with.
Yeah, but as you said, this Starport strategies over here is very working very good for Terran, because free Vulture drop, and this first drop was also pretty fine because it was in the same time where DragOn was dropping, so we didn't see that all because we was looking on the river, but it was still working pretty fine. He was able to lay some mines, so these drops from Dandy are very on point.
Yeah, and they're cheap too. Dragon's doing, DT drops, Reaver drops. This is just 300 minerals every time he goes in, and he's definitely getting enough probes. Another drop going in, right on top of the probes. So many going down, really keeping Dragon's econ at bay. Dragon's trying to take top right. If he can get top right, he's gonna have so much gas, gonna have so many arbiters. But Dandy, he's getting scarily big. I'm trying to look, does he have another command center going down? I don't see one, so this is pretty committed. Even the 6th factory, he's got to make something happen with this attack, because if he doesn't, look at the third bases. There's no gas at any of them, and that's not what you want as Terran.
Yeah, you want to have like another gas, and if he's going for 6 factory, it looks like it will be all in, right? He wants to kill DragOn, excuse me.
If I'm Dandy after that Vulture attack, and I saw that he's got Arbiters, he's got Reavers, he's got all these Dragoons, he's got 3 base, I would have already felt like I'm just dead. Because it's just so hard. You don't have anything to fall back on. You don't even really have your upgrades to fall back on. His armory was quite late. Just now has +1, just now starting +2. Oh, not a great position for Dandy. But his army is pretty big.
Yeah, his army is pretty big, and he's still making SCVs. It's pretty weird for me, because I thought that if he's going for 6 fact, it will be total all-in, but he's still making SCV, so maybe he's planning to make expansion behind it.
Yeah, that could be the only reason, because on Medusa, he's actually cutting SCVs for a long time, but Dandy, he's going for it. Oh, these tanks are not siege. A little bit of a late siege.
Oh, but they're on the... Oh, very nice stasis. But the Zealot have no speed.
Yeah, they don't have speed, but does it matter? There's not very much here. There's only 5-6 tanks. Dragon's picking off everything. Protoss just absolutely crushing Terran. Oh, actually, there's a few tanks in the back, but it doesn't matter. Protoss is so big right now. Now we have double Arbiter. Oh, Dandy's in a terrible spot.
Yeah, that was a lot of siege tanks to lose, especially if you have only 2 machine shops. It's very hard to rebuild them, and then they instantly going for some kind of damage with the Vultures.
Yeah, but Dragon's already got so much defense here. Okay, it's only Zealots right now, but he does have a cannon at his third. On top of it, remember, these are 5 tanks that got stasis. He's not going to be able to save them. Yep, they come out of stasis, instantly die.
Die for free.
Wow, what can Dandy do here? He's got a lot of factories, but how long? You know, we've been in this game for 13 minutes just to build that tank count, and then it just got instantly killed.
But another great run by with the Vultures. He killed like 8 probes, maybe 10 probes more, so this was impressive. Only 4 probes left in the natural.
Oh my. Yeah, and that's what Dandy needs, because he's got to get back into this game somehow. I don't know what else he can do. He cannot fight Dragon's army, that's for sure. His tank count is too low. Dragon's just exploding. I think he's got to go for split map, but this map is so weird to go for split map. Let's say you expand to bottom left. Well, now you're open to recall on the right side. Protoss can just start taking mid right. They can take mid left. It's a very difficult map to split map.
Yeah, it's very huge map, so Protoss can use arbiters on his favorite, and it will be very hard for Terran to keep up on this arbiter drops.
Yeah, I actually feel like once Dragon gets top right going, just start getting air upgrades. And the reason for that is you have so much gas anyways. If at any point you realize that arbiters aren't working, you can instantly switch into carriers. And, you know, potentially at that point in the game, Dandy might be maxed out and not have very many Goliaths. If you can catch Terran with a low Goliath count, you could snowball the game really fast. I don't think that will happen because Dragon's just in a fantastic spot right now.
Yeah, he's, and for arbiters, 2 arbiters gets EMP'd. They had like energy for the recall even, so that was excellent EMP from Dandy. But there are 2 arbiters left, with 2 of them almost got energy for the status, so it's really good position for DragOn. He just needs to like secure his position and win this game, because Dandy is now trying to take third base, and I think this is where recall should come in and try to deny that.
Yeah, and Dandy's attacking again, but I think Dragon saw it and he's going in instantly.
Oh my god, stasis might be.
Got off 1-6 stasis. Look at all the tanks.
Oh my god, only 2 tanks are left. The defensive matic is very nicely done, but this is not enough.
Oh my. Okay, Dragon just playing out of his mind. All of these tanks are gonna wipe off for free. Dragon just having literally the best fights you could possibly imagine for Protoss. But Dandy has taken his third base. Unlike in the last stasis, at least Dandy's trying to reinforce this time. But still, his army is so tiny.
But he have to try to save these tanks. This is too much to lose. He can't lose these 6 tanks for free. He have to like try to attack these Dragons in the perfect time.
Look at these minefields from Dandy that he has randomly placed on the map. All these Zealots are gonna die.
All the Zealots are dying, and now perfect scan, and all the Dragons are dying. And immediately.
Oh my god! What just happened?
What?
Dragon just lost his whole army. Now supplies are even. Dandy has a third base going. Of course, he doesn't know what good of a spot he is, but he's in an amazing spot. No stasis on any of the arbiters anymore.
Oh my god!
Oh, he could push. If he can get this platform, he can kill the third base. He can kill the 4th base. Oh, what just happened?
And Dandy is already mining from his third base, so if he will kill the top right position base, he will be in perfect position.
Oh my gosh, and don't forget that he's got 5-6 arbiters, so even though the supplies are even, that's what, 25 supply of units that don't deal damage, and they don't have enough energy for stasis. Well, okay, some of them do now. But yeah, Dandy's on top of the 4th base. This Nexus is gonna go down.
Yeah, this Nexus.
Dragon. Oh, what is Dragon's units doing at bottom left? They're trying to deny the 3rd base, but he's gonna lose his 3rd also.
Yeah, but I think Dandy have enough to defend this base. There is only like 8 Dragoons over here, so 2 tanks with good minefields should be enough to defend this base.
Yeah, I think he's gonna defend it. Look at all the stasis that we have on the platform. Yeah. But Dragon's not attacking. If you don't attack, they're just gonna come unstasis. Oh my. This minefield.
Oh, the Zealots are.
Oh my god, they instantly died.
Dying for free. This is not what DragOn should do. He should like respect every units he have, because he's in much worse position than he used to be. Oh, there is no scan. No scan into the main field. Oh, now the Fire Science Vessel is here, so...
Oh my gosh. There's only vultures here versus dragoons, but the tanks are gonna come out of stasis any moment now, I think. Oh, huge EMP!
Yeah. Perfect moment to finish this stasis, and... But somehow DragOn is having the supply advantage, so... These trades looks like they are pretty good for him.
Yeah, and these dragoons at bottom middle are still alive somehow. Okay, finally this army's gonna get cleaned up from Dandy. But Dragon actually did a lot of damage to the third base, but there is a fourth command center at mid-right. Dandy's doing a huge SCV transfer, so all of his bases will be saturated any moment now. Dandy actually has a huge bank. I don't know how he got this huge of a bank, but supplies are way in favor of Dragon now, 140 to 100. And again, Dragon has wiped out all the tanks from Dandy. Oh, is that an Arbiter recall?
Fake recall. This is probably fake recall, but... No, maybe he wants to stasis all the SCVs. This is possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
Oh, and now...
None of them would be mining. None of the Arbiters have EMP. They're just going to get absolutely... This army's going to get absolutely crushed. There's a lot of tanks here.
Yeah, only 3 tanks left.
Only 3.
Yeah, but DragOn is also mined out in the mineral only. He's only mining from his natural, so he's not in very good economical position. The army he should respect it because he don't have a lot of money to rebuild it.
Yeah, he's actually just taking so much damage to these mines just randomly all over the place. And now Dandy will be on 2 base mining with 3 gas. Definitely not out of the woodworks yet, but it's looking a bit better for him. But meanwhile, Dragon counterattacking the bottom left. I like this play. He needs to shut down something. But at the same time, will Dandy just insta-counter to top right? And if he insta-counter... Look at what Dragon has mining. If he kills top right, Dragon's not mining anywhere except for mid-left if that base even gets up.
Oh my god. And Dandy position now looks excellent because he's mining from 2 bases. He's having another gas, which he should take as soon as possible. And I even think that he might even think about adding 1 more factory.
It's possible. He only has 2 base mining, but
yeah, 2 base mining.
So many
6,
arbiters.
yeah.
Yeah, there's so many arbiters here from Dragon, and they all have banked up energy right now. But Dandy's on top of it. His entire army moving to defend the space. He knows how important it is. I see another arbiter at top right, but it's actually low on health. It's potentially just going to die to this 1 turret.
Oh yeah, it's full energy. Let's see. Oh, over here. On top of the minefield, but there will be some units.
Another. Oh, that doesn't have enough energy for another recall, but it could have been another double. Oh, there's another arbiter here somehow. He might try and lock in his own army into this base and shut it down. Yeah, it's getting shut down. SCV's being pulled. But Dandy's army is so big right now. Look how long that yellow line is.
Yeah, but right now DragOn is mining from 2 bases, so maybe that was even worthy for him because he denied a lot of mining time from Dandy, and at the same time he's trying to go with the counterattack to the only mining base of Terran.
Yeah, and this mineral only, if it gets shut down, Dandy will not be mining. Dragon has top right, he has mid left. There's actually a lot of units here. It's only 4 tanks for defense. Of course, Dragon doesn't know that, but this command center could potentially die if you just focus the command center. Oh, just focus the command center.
600 HP. So many vultures are coming back, but they are not very good against dragoons. And this arbiter count is just... It looks too high for me. I wouldn't be able to maneuver with them. Oh! EMP on 3 arbiters.
Oh my gosh, and now all of Dandy's army is here, and this command center is still alive, and Dragon's army's getting melted.
Oh,
command center is so low.
He killed command center, but on what cost? On what cost? I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was worth it or not, because I don't think I saw any tanks go down there. But Dragon's army is really big, but top right is dead now. For Dragon, he's only mining on mid-left. Dandy's floating his command center to mid-right, but Dragon's already got units there, so that will get shut down. But Dandy doing a big counterattack to top left, and that's all Dragon has left mining.
Yeah, but this is what he have to do. He have to kill this center left base, the only mining base of Protoss, and oh my god, great stasis. But there is not so much units from Protoss left. And we have a high
but
ground.
There's also not a lot of support from Terran here.
Oh, yeah.
Terran looks like he's gonna get cleaned up. And look at mid-right. That command center is gone. I don't see it anymore, so... okay, it's floating in the air, but we're not mining there. Dandy just long-distance mining. At least DragOn has mid-left going. But yeah, both players just crippled right now.
Yeah, but somehow Dandy is still having pretty nice force defending the mineral only.
He has so many tanks. Oh, Dragoons are getting bled out here. Oh, that's pretty expensive.
I didn't realize that these 3 tanks killed the base on the top right. It was excellent from Dandy.
Yeah. DragOn scrambling to get another base. He's taking the mineral only. That'll be fine. He's already gonna be defending there anyway, so I like that spot. Oh my gosh, this game is so close, 110 to 90, but at the same time, Dandy has so many tanks. Where is he getting all these tanks?
Yeah, he even stopped on 2 on upgrades. This is how crazy this game was. He wasn't able to add +3 upgrade to the weapon. He just needed to pump the units as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. He knows that it's critical to get his tank count up really high. These vultures are scurrying around trying to find an opening onto the probes. Those cannons already there. DragOn smartly clearing out the middle. This is exactly what he needs to do. Oh my gosh, the supplies are basically dead even now. And now Dandy has cleaned up mid-right. He's going to try and put down his command center there, but...
He killed so many probes with this vulture run by. I don't know if in this position it's good for him to trade vultures for probes because he's almost no mining, but maybe it is good.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, he shouldn't have traded there just because of how close this game is. That was a lot of supply in vultures, and those are really what you use to buffer the damage. Mid-right is under siege again. This command center is going to get sniped, I'm pretty sure. What can Dandy do?
Yeah, I think now he just have to play on this mineral only. But somehow he have like 700-800 gas almost, so maybe the counterattack is the way to go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna counterattack. I'm looking at Dandy's main. Look how vulnerable it is top right to a recall. If he did a recall, like at any point in this game,
yeah,
that would have just crippled Dandy. All the factories would have died, but now Dandy's doing a counterattack, and DragOn, his entire army is out of position.
And if DragOn will get perfect position, it's very hard for Protoss to attack into this sieged up, well-positioned army.
Yeah, there's so many mines, there's so many tanks,
oh!
They're fighting uphill.
This EMP, for all the arbiters got EMP'd, so there will be no stasis, and I think DragOn needs them very badly because this position of tanks is terrible.
Oh my gosh, he just crushed through all the Dragoons basically. There's only like 6 or 7 left. Look how many vultures and tanks are left there. The supply is 100 to 55. What happened in this game?
There is 10 probes left mining for DragOn, so I don't know how Dandy did it, but somehow he did it. This was incredible. GG. Whoa, that was something.
Okay. What do you even do versus Dandy? DragOn had an amazing position. He had so many stasis. He had so many good fights, and then Dandy was on 2 base like the whole game and managed to make it work. What an absolute monster. There was like so many points in that game where I would have just insta-left, and he somehow managed to take it.
Yeah, I still don't know. After losing like this 3rd significant battle, 2nd significant battle, I thought that this is just a matter of time because the number of arbiters was growing, so there was a lot of stasis, and as you said, there was no recall. If there would be one recall to the tanks, I thought this game might go into the different direction, but we don't know. There was no recall and Dandy won. Very, very good game out of these players.
Yeah, that's one of the sickest Terran vs Protoss games I've ever seen. Non-stop action. Nobody knew who was going to win. Just absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it, man. Like that. Dandy's a beast.
Yeah, he is. So we have 1-1 score, if I'm correct, because Machine won with Tech and Dandy won with DragOn. It's 2-0, right? It's 2-0 for Dandy, so it's 1-1 overall score.
Yeah, 1-1.